Hey, Jordan. What a day. What a day. What a day if you're a Miami Dolphins fan. What a draft. Did your team win the championship today, Jordan? Let me know. All right. I'm in one of the best moods I have been in God knows about the Miami Dolphins. What a weekend if you are a Dolphins fan. They addressed all their needs, and here's the beautiful part. And I can tell you this right now, Dolphins fan. Three of them are going to be instant starters. All right, Pete's running the bullshit about Quinn Ewers better than Dan Marino, as Pete has that bullshit on his channel. Typical Pete. Typical. Absolutely typical. This is why I cannot stand the Dolphin community, folks. I cannot stand those people there. I mean, Jesus. Goddamn. Ravens in the building. That boy's gonna pull up and join me in a second. And this was a top draft for the Dolphins, folks. I mean, and you know what's funny? I just apologized to Morse a couple of minutes ago. I was on his channel real quick. He's getting ready to do the hockey. This is the first time in, I mean, you're talking maybe 40 years, people. I'm not lying. I used to go to the draft in the 80s and the 90s. So I've been to every draft between 1984 and 2002. And I can tell you, yeah, pull up. I've never seen a draft in my life where everybody fulfilled needs. And I said this about this draft. This is not a star driven draft. Enjoy your sweep, Melina. Have fun.
Hey, Miss,
What's up, man?
did you
I'm
like
glad
the?
you're here. I'm
Did you
glad you
like our last pick with Quinn Ewers?
Yes. This is what I'm talking about right now. Stay. Come on, because you're gonna give me your opinions. I
Honestly, I,
think
I I'm not sure if you agree with this comparison. I see a lot of Philip Rivers in him, like the way he plays the quarterback position.
yeah.
Kind. You see Philip Rivers because I just came from Pete and he's saying he's Dan Marino 2.0. I like Pete, but sometimes he says
Yeah, I saw that. And if Pete didn't say that, uh
Des
Des
Bryant.
Bryant said it.
Yeah, I understand why Des says it because he saw him at Texas, but when you actually look at the tape, there's no Dan Marino anywhere in his game.
I totally agree. He does remind me of Philip Rivers, the way he holds the football. You're right about that, Tony.
But he doesn't. He has the Marino arm motion, but he doesn't have the like he doesn't. He has Marino's arm motion. He doesn't have that like out. You know how Philip Rivers used to like extend his arm before he threw like
Yeah,
outside. He
yeah,
doesn't do that. His arm is very like his arm motion is very compact because when when he was in high school, I followed the kid since he was in high school. He actually went to the Manning quarterback camps as a young kid, and stuff like that. So he would he actually learned the throwing motion, Manning's throwing motion and stuff that Philip Rivers Manning, that short compact throwing motion that
yeah,
Peyton and Rivers. Do you see that throwing motion?
yeah, yeah. Yeah, he throws like Rivers. You're right. Let me finish. Stay right here. Let me finish what I was going to say. Everybody fulfill their needs. Everybody loves happy. And I'll tell you one thing. If you're a Dolphins fan right now, this is a hell of a weekend for us. It really is. Tony, how you think of the Dolphins draft?
I have a B plus.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, no, and I'm defending the I've been defending the Kenneth Grant pick, and you know who he reminds me of a little bit. Remember Tim Bowens?
Yep.
Do you see that?
Yeah. I do.
He just has more ability as a pass rusher at DT. That's the only difference. But Tim was just a big nose tackle.
Yeah. I look at the Dolphins. They checked everything off the list, Tony. And I'm gonna tell you who's gonna surprise a lot of fans. Is the Doak Walker Award winner 2 years ago, the kid from Oklahoma, the running back from Oklahoma
The
State.
injury concerns with him scared me a little bit, and the wear and tear because the way Oklahoma State used him
Yeah.
was he was the bell cow. So you don't really know how much tread on the tires he actually has left coming in.
I know what you're saying. Yo,
Do you
Tat.
like the Jordan Phillips pick?
Yes. Kid from Maryland. Yes. Tony, I'm gonna be honest with you. I like the first five picks, and then you throw in Quinn Ewers. How could you not like it?
And
Two.
I'm actually excited to see him compete with Zach Wilson during training camp and stuff like that.
I don't know, man. I think Quinn Ewers. I do agree with Des Bryant. Not about Dan Marino, but I do agree about him. I think he's gonna get to a lot of competition, man.
And the Dolphins are starting to sign UDFA's right now.
Yeah, they do great in undrafted players.
I hope. Wait, Mace, you know that corner I was telling you about the kid from uh uh te, UTSA?
Yeah,
Did he get drafted?
the kid from Texas, San Antonio.
Yeah,
Yeah, he went yesterday.
he did.
I forgot where he went, but he went yesterday. He did. I saw that last night.
The Bucks just signed Desmond Wilson. You know that big defensive tackle from Florida, the one that's like over 400 pounds.
Yeah,
The Bucks just signed him. Who, in your opinion, who did the best in the draft?
I think a lot of teams did, Tony. I mean, off the bat, New England. New England and the Browns both killed it.
Honestly, I I want the I like I like their draft, New England, but the issue with them is they reach for that guy. Will Campbell's not a tackle; he's a guard. In order for you to be drafting a guard that high, he has to be he has to be a Larry Allen or Zach Martin type guard, and this kid is not.
Yeah, I know what you're
This
saying.
kid. I hope I'm not being harsh.
No, New England's not who I support. If that's how you feel about New England, I don't care. It's how you feel.
And I have a sinking feeling that Travis Hunter is going to be another Jalen Ramsey for Jacksonville. Where
Yeah, I get the feeling Jacksonville. It's just something negative about that organization. Just this.
yeah, the someone I watch a Jacksonville channel and he said he was talking about both the Dolphins and the Jaguars and he says the issue with our franchises is the extremes on either side. The Jacksonville Jaguars owner gets involved way too much. The Dolphins owner doesn't get involved at all.
That's true. You right? Well, he's right.
Yeah, and my favorite pick in the top 10 actually is is a kid that the Bears drafted.
I think the Bears had a hell of a week. I think a lot of teams did well. Blue Devil, what's up, family? Blue Devil G, long time no see, man. How you been? I was telling this, I was in Morse's channel. Good to see you, fam. Salute. I was in Morse's channel earlier, like 20 minutes ago, and we talked
Hmm.
about the Dolphins draft, and I also told him this is the first time in like 40 years that every team fulfilled their needs.
We we drafted a guy who's a backup safety, though. That's the issue. The kid we drafted, I don't think he's a starter.
He ain't supposed to be a starter.
You think the corner and the safety are not supposed to be
I
starters?
think the safety, I think the corner is going to start. I think he's
Oh,
going to
Jason
beat out
Marshall.
one. Yeah, he's going to beat out the kid from Florida. Is going to get one of the spots.
You, the based on his tape, you know who he reminds me of. You know the guy who used to play for the corner that used to play for Dallas
Yeah,
when Tony Romo was there.
yeah.
Oh, I forgot the guy's name. Quentin something. He reminded me of Quentin Jammer. Do you know?
Okay. All right. Vegas wins in overtime, 3-2, and I'm winning tonight with my bets. Now all I need is the Warriors to win over three
I
points.
hate the Eagles. I really hate the Eagles. No one's no one's get beat them.
Yeah, I like the Rams to win the NFC this year. Mace, right? Senators score. Okay, good. I'm rolling right now. Senators are 1-0. Blue Double G says Shadeur has been set up. I agree because of his father, and I talked about that earlier. Eagles
Yeah, me
did
and Mace were
everything.
talking about Blue Devil. I honestly feel the hatred on Shador is not him
It's his
specifically; it's
father.
more his father.
Yeah, it's his
They
father.
don't want to be dealing with that helicopter parenting bullcrap.
I agreed with you last night when you asked me that question. I said, "Yeah, you're right, Tony." I
Because
was, I just go ahead, Tony.
yeah,
But I know
no,
it's
and
fun.
yeah, no, and that's the problem. He's gonna be constantly correcting the coach, the quarterback coach, telling him how to coach his son and stuff like
Yeah,
that. So wait, who drafted him? Was it the Browns?
the Browns. Yeah, and Ian Rappaport reported that they're going to give him every opportunity to win the job, to be the starter.
Don't they? Didn't they draft two quarterbacks?
They drafted the quarterback. They drafted Moss's boy from Oregon, the lefty.
Oh, small the guy who's the same size as Tua,
Yes,
Dylan Gabriel.
yeah, that's who they drafted. Yeah, Dylan Gabriel.
And people forget before his injuries at Texas, Quinn Ewers was supposed to be the top quarterback in this draft.
Yep, I think the Dolphins stole him, bro. I
You
think
think
the
he can be
Dolphins
a Brock Purdy?
maybe, but I think the Dolphins this done so well. I'm shocked and I'm very proud of it. Man. As a fan, I'm very
Who's
proud
your
of the
favorite
Dolphins.
pick in the draft overall? Like one player that you liked that was a perfect fit for one team?
Dolphins getting Grant.
Yeah, because we needed. I like the two defensive tackles we drafted. Actually,
I liked all three of them.
oh, we drafted three.
Yeah,
Um,
we
my
did.
favorite pick actually is not a Dolphins pick. Mine is a pick that the Chargers made.
Oh yeah, you like that pick?
Oh no, no, not the Chargers. The Jets. I can't believe I'm saying that. I like a Jet what the Jets did, but that Armand Membu pick was a perfect because they had the bookends, their future bookends for the next 20 years, possibly.
I think for them getting Taylor's kid was a steal.
Who?
Jason Taylor's son last night.
Oh,
Mason.
Mason Taylor.
Yeah, they got him with the 41st pick. That was a steal for the Jets. Jets are going to be a different team, folks. They're going to play. You're going to see a lot of RPO with the Jets.
Yeah. Me and Mace agree with you, actually, Moss. Yours is a perfect fit for this McDaniel Shanahan system, actually.
Yeah.
Shiloh Sanders, Adam Schefter just reported that that the Bucks signed Shiloh Sanders, Dion's other son.
Carolina had a good draft. Yes, they did. It was nice to get better and better and ready with McDaniel. Or as Big O says, the next coach, the next regime.
Big O says yours is going to be the next coach.
No, but who these players that the Dolphins are drafting right now are for the next head coach. I do agree with you. Carolina had a
And
good.
I know who the next coach is.
Who are you thinking is?
The guy who's our defensive coordinator.
I don't think so.
You don't think Weaver?
I think the demand by season ticket holders for him to finally get a big name coach. I think if he wants it, this is Ross now. Mike McCarthy could be our next head coach.
How about Doug
He
Peterson?
fits perfect, and he fits perfect for us because he's all about offense.
How about Doug Peterson?
We could have had a chance at him before, and he took this idiot we have now.
Or because I'm not sure if this could work actually. How about because it seems like he's forcing himself out of college football. How about Dabo
Nah, he wouldn't touch Donald Sweeney. That's not his style.
or Kirby Smart
Maybe Kirby Smart.
or this sounds crazy. The guy at Ohio State.
I've got a crazier one for you, knowing Stephen Ross. How about Dion?
Oh, good lord, no! I don't want to deal with that crap because he's gonna for he's gonna Dion's gonna try to make him trade for his son. I don't want to deal with that drama.
Nah, I think if Dion
Sarkeesian, maybe.
so we pass on Sanders a lot of times, and we draft Ewers. Are you kidding me? What a joke! Yeah, Miles is never happy with the Dolphins. He's never happy.
Vamos. I would. Quinn is not. I don't want to deal with that drama with with Dion correcting our coaches on how to coach his son.
I just think the Dolphins had a great weekend.
We're gonna have a repeat Stanley Cup champion soon, possibly.
I don't know about that, Tony. A long ways to go in the playoffs.
No, because honestly, do you really think anybody in the East can beat Florida with the way they're playing?
Oh, Tampa slapped them today.
Oh, they beat Tampa beat us,
Yeah,
so it's 2-1.
yeah. Yeah.
The one that scares me a little bit is the Ravens pick with Malachi Starks. Who's gonna be able to throw on that defense with Malachi Starks and uh and who's their other safety? Dang it.
I forgot. He wears number 14.
Hamilton. Kyle Hamilton. Kyle Hamilton.
Yeah.
Dolphins drafted 6 players over 6'1". Kenneth Grant, Jonas Savanea, Jordan Phillips, Ollie Gordon, Quinn Ewers, and Zach Biggers. The Biggers, I'm surprised we drafted 3 defensive tackles. I thought we would have drafted another corner or at least something like that.
I thought we would draft another guard.
I think with that, I think we're gonna wait till there's a lot of undrafted guards that didn't get drafted today. There's a lot of offensive linemen that didn't get drafted. I think
Ramos
that's
is
what the
telling me that the Panthers got punched in the mouth today. There you go.
yeah punched in the mouth, but I think we respond. Vominos.
Remember,
Yo,
fellas,
Jordan.
I just enjoy the games.
I was talking to actually. I got my hair. I was getting a haircut today at a barber shop. I was talking to a Boston Bruins fan and a Patriots fan. He's like, I'm so happy that I don't have to worry about the stress of worrying if we're going to make the Stanley Cup every year. He's like, I can just watch the games and enjoy them without the stress. Vomno says he's backstage, miss.
Yeah, I hear you, man.
Is that how you are with your
I don't
team?
blame you, bro.
Is that how you are with your team?
What do you mean?
You're just enjoying.
What
And
the
honestly, I think what's happening. We're gonna wait till
no, go
next
ahead.
year. I think we're waiting to. I like the Quinn Ewers pick, but I think what's gonna happen is also I think we're waiting for next year, maybe for a Carson Beck or someone next year, because next year's class is actually a little bit better.
Carson Beck, I don't want Carson Beck. He's too weak of an arm.
Or actually, no, Lenore Sellers, the South Carolina quarterback.
I think the Dolphins gonna wait to the 27 draft like everybody else to get him for.
Oh, for Archie.
No, Archer's this year coming.
No, Archie comes out net. He can't come out this year.
He played
2020.
seasons already.
He said
Tony.
he's his what's it called? Our him and his uncles actually said they want him to play 4 years. Because they feel he
Like
can make
Chargers
more
took
on
that
NIL
plunge.
than a rookie contract.
Yeah, that's true. All right, Chargers took that bum quarterback. He's the quarterback Clemson. DJ, whatever his name is. Chargers signed him.
Ongulele.
Yeah. Jets signed running back Donovan Edwards from Michigan.
Why do you think Xavier
Falcons
Restrepo didn't
signed.
get drafted, Mace?
I can't believe that.
Based on his tape,
Falcons
you know
signed
who
Nick
he
Nash.
reminds me of?
I think the 40 time probably messed them up.
Yeah. No, Vominos. When I look at his tape, he reminds me of Wes Welker a little bit, like the way he runs his routes.
Yeah, but the thing about Restrepo, he doesn't have to be
He doesn't
all
have
world.
to be super fast.
He doesn't have to be all world. All he has to do is catch the ball and take off.
Yeah. To me, he's like I said, the current comparison I have besides Wes Welker, he's Cooper Kupp, because Cooper's not that fast. When you look at Cooper, he's not known for his speed. What he's known for is running his precise routes and finding the zone.
There you go.
Do you think that means Benito Jones might just get kicked out after training camp? Like we released Benito Jones, Mace, with all these three defensive tackles?
Mm-hmm. Those are the names so far, guys who've been picked up. The big names who was undrafted. A lot of Notre Dame guys were undrafted.
Wait, a lot of
Jets are doing a lot of free agents.
Speaking of the Jets, they got They got 2 Hurricanes on that squad. Man, they're gonna give the Dolphins fits. Man, mark my words.
Xavier Restrepo just signed with the Tennessee Titans.
Oh yeah, that's a good pickup.
That's a good pickup. I like Restrepo. He's clutch.
The Dolphins just signed Michigan guard Josh Preby. Has 42 starts at left guard for the Michigan. For Michigan and Northwestern.
Ross's baby school.
I'm happy right now. I am happy right now. I haven't felt this good about the goddamn Dolphins since I started doing this podcast.
I don't want to get too excited, Mace. I don't want to get too excited.
The reason why I'm excited, the 2 most important players are going to start right away. And when that happens, you got Platinum's going to join us in a second. When that happens, you have to be excited, Tony. It's about damn time the Dolphins had a good night, a good weekend.
We need to sign a tackle, to be honest, because I don't trust this kid to stay healthy. You know what I'm talking about?
You know what you're saying. But you know what, Tony? We got to do this now, bro. Platinum will join us. We got to do this shit now. Come on up, Plat. We're going to do this. We got to do this shit now.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm waiting for next year's tackle class because there's a monster at tackle that's coming out from Alabama called Caden Proctor, and they're saying he's probably gonna be the next Jason. The guy who just retired from the tackle that just retired from the Browns recently. Yeah. They're saying he's Joe Thomas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't like grading these drafts after the draft. It's easier to analyze these drafts 3 years after to see how successful the team actually is instead of because I think grading. I'm not sure if you agree with this, Mace, that grading them directly after the draft is pointless because you don't really know how these players are going to perform.
Then you got to wait about 2 or 3 years.
Yeah. Because look at what happened with Penei Sewell. They almost labeled him a bust.
I don't know. He was great from day one.
You want my honest opinion about the class?
Yeah.
C or a D?
Wow. Yo, Platt, great show today on Shadeur Sanders. You know, I peeked in on that before I came on the air. Awesome show on that. I couldn't agree with you more about what they did to him, bro. I appreciate you, Platt, always, bro. Don't be a stranger. Just pull up and just shoot the shit, man. Why would you rate this draft for C or D? You got your quarterback.
That's not my quarterback.
Okay.
Quinn Ewers?
Nope.
I'll take Quinn Ewers.
A lot of teams in general didn't. The Browns drafted Shadeur because they had drafted a quarterback already before that. So
Gabriel.
Yeah, Gabriel. So and in general, teams were passing on Shadeur because they didn't want to deal with his father.
Yeah, I'll go a step further. If you told me any other quarterback other than Sanders I would want in this draft, I would take Quinn Ewers. Yeah, I think the Dolphins stole him.
I think and to be honest, Vominos, I think he can be sort of like Brock Purdy. The only difference is he has a stronger arm than Purdy.
Yes.
Still not impressed.
What you're seeing now is with the Dolphins getting that big tackle and now getting the kid from Michigan, they're really beginning to beef up now, which is great for them. It's about their goddamn time.
And to be honest, now we don't have to worry about the blind side being the right tackle if we have a right-handed quarterback like Quinn or Zach Wilson. The blind side is going to be your left tackle, which is truly supposed to be the blind side of the line, correct?
Oh, now they want to care.
Well, their jobs are on the line. You listen to Big O. I listen to Big O. What Big O is saying is true.
I'm
Their jobs
sorry.
are on the line now.
I'm sorry. I can't take this team seriously.
That's why I'm. This is why I'm not too like. I want to see how everything plays out in training camp before I get too excited.
Well, here's the problem with the Dolphins moving forward still. Now, teams can throw up the deep cover two on their quarterback, and your two receivers are not in the game anymore. They know this now. So, for McDaniel to keep his job and for this team to win games consistently, they're going to have to run the football.
Former Hurricanes cornerback Daryl Porter Jr. signing with the Buffalo Bills.
Ooh, another good signing.
But Buffalo's really cleaning up.
He's reuniting with his former position coach Joseph Adai, Jamil Adai, who's the
Yep.
DB coach over there in Baltimore, in Buffalo.
Let me change my rating a C or a C plus. Final.
Yeah, Vamos, you heard all the complaints that we had during this whole season that our team was weak down the middle in terms of getting run up, getting pressure from the middle of the offensive line, and getting run up the gut.
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah.
Well, which to me, I don't agree because when you look at the actual stats, we had a top 10 rushing defense. So I don't know where this notion that we had a horrible running defense is coming from.
Every time the Dolphins play a good team, guess what?
It's more the good teams and stuff like that.
Yes. Teams who, since Mike McDaniel was taken over, they can't beat.
Why do you think the Jalen Ramsey trade didn't happen, Mace?
Because maybe they want to move him in the summer so they can get something good in next year's draft.
Did you like that trade we did today with the Raiders?
Yeah, I loved it because we got three. No, I like the Houston trade.
Was that the Houston or Raiders trade that we got the 3rd round pick?
Yeah, that was Houston.
Oh, I thought it was the Raiders that we got a 3rd round pick.
Houston. We traded our 4th rounder to Houston, and they gave us their 3rd next year. That was excellent.
So we have 2 thirds and a 2nd next year?
Yep. And if we can get another 3rd for Ramsey, I would love that too.
People say at best we can only get a 4th for Ramsey because of the contract.
And this is why I don't listen to the Dolphin community.
No. This is coming from Adam Schefter and Ian Rappaport. They think at best the Dolphins, because of the contract and stuff like that, they can get a 4th. They're lucky if they even get a 4th for Ramsey.
Going to be a team like Washington, San Francisco will give the Dolphins a 3.
Oh, I got one. How about the Chiefs?
Them too.
Oh. Mace, did you see the ridiculousness that people are already saying that Ward is going to replace Steve McNair on Twitter from like these some of these, I know they've been excited and starved for a quarterback, but aren't you putting pressure on this kid to be Steve McNair too soon?
Tony, I'm going to be cold here. And Melina, honestly, sweetie, we're not doing no hockey up here tonight, girl. We're doing Dolphins football. No hockey updates, honey. I'm sorry.
I liked what your Cowboys did, Miss Molina. Actually,
we have a crisis up here. This is a Dolphins summit up here, honey. Okay, the lead scored. Okay, they're gonna win this series, sweetheart. Relax, and I'll see you in Moss's room later tonight when I take a nap after I do my show. Right? This is a summit here. What we're having right now. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Um, I love Tony. We got 2 starters out of this already. If we get a third, that's a bonus.
Yeah, we got Kenneth Grant and Jonah Savanea.
Yeah, Salvador, yeah. We got 2
I
starters.
and I think what's going to happen. I think he's going to be. They're not going to be placing in between. I think they're going to move James Daniels to left guard and have him be the veteran next to Patrick Paul, and have Jonah in between Brewer and Austin.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Thank you. Don't say his name. I'm talking about Ice.
What?
That guy's a bum. Ramos, you said you give it a C plus. What bothers you about this draft besides them not picking Shadeur?
Well, because none of the guys they got are like impressive.
Kenneth Grant is a freak athlete, dude, at his size.
Manzano, if we want to win playoff games and Super Bowls, you gotta do better than that. Better than that, man.
6'4".
Better than that.
When you have to build, you did the way I'm looking at this, sir. Anthony Weaver is building it like how the Ravens did it.
Yeah, but it took us how many years to get to this point?
Yeah.
You ain't lying. Tony,
Yeah,
come on, man.
Yeah,
no excuses for this team, bro.
No. I agree with you. It took us this long to realize we should build the defensive line first.
5 years later. Come on, Manzano. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this right now.
But
Come on, man.
Greer abdicated responsibility, saying all these picks weren't.
You're one of my friends. Man, come on, Manzano. Come on.
I know what you're saying.
I'll say this right now. Weaver will not be the next coach of this team.
I think it's good. I think they. How about John Gruden?
Ross ain't gonna do that.
You don't think so?
No. Well, I will say this right now. If Ross hires another no-name like the guy we got now, every fan should just say, you know what, I've given up.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's either going to be Holmgren.
I don't see Holmgren coming out of retirement.
Oh no, the guy who was the coach in Dallas. My mistake.
Mike McCarthy, yes.
Mike McCarthy, the former head coach. The former head coach for the Falcons. Dan Quinn.
All pass.
He's in Washington right now.
All pass.
Rob Ryan.
All pass.
He's not going there, bro.
You don't think so?
He's either going to get Mike McCarthy, or he's going to pick an unknown that you people
he can control.
And when he flops again,
or like I said, maybe he goes into college and tries to get Kirby Smart.
This right here making your curls look good.
I hear you, Justin.
Is it ready right now?
Let me tell you right now. If Ross blows this next coaching hire, that's it for him, bro.
Yeah, and I think you said it best. Once this other owner, what was it called? Josiah takes over. People are panicking because he sees what's happening with the Nets. People are not realizing he's actually doing the right thing, letting his young players develop and stuff
Yeah,
like that. So I would rather have an owner that likes is doing that, like let instead of signing like veterans who are almost past their prime or injury prone and stuff like that.
yeah. And
And
listen,
I've been saying this once Josiah takes over. I think what happens, he fires Greer
yeah, he does. He does.
and he fires McDaniel, and because I've been saying this, we have two guys from successful franchises in our front office that should have been controlling the draft from the beginning. We have Champ Kelly, and we have Marvin Allen, and I think that's who he promotes because Marvin Allen, he learned from Brandon Veach, the guy from
Kansas City.
Kansas City, and this guy Champ Kelly comes from Houston, but he also comes from he learned from I can't remember what GM coaching, what front office tree he comes from. I think he's like a Packers, like a Packers guy, kind of the
Yeah.
Packers or the Patriots. He's a Patriots guy, so he was learning under Belichick and stuff like that.
Molina says Wolf Johnson is good. Yeah, he is, but he has too many injuries. That's why he went to the second round.
Yeah, they're saying that injury that he has might actually pop up again.
Yeah. Whenever Dusty's ready, he'll join us. What's that say before? Oh yeah. Uh, Ramos is so down on this draft. All I'm gonna say is this: they addressed what they had to address, and
Which
God
is adding
bless.
beef.
Yeah, and the God blessed them with getting Quinn Ewers in the seventh round.
5 years later, right?
Hey, look, all you guys who are frustrated, you should have never bought in the first place. I could have. I've been saying that.
Oh, I know.
You should never believe in a team that hasn't won a playoff game in 25 years. You should never believe in a team that
Facts.
hasn't been in an A.F.C championship game in 33 years. This is the 41st year since they've been to a Super Bowl.
Hey,
And
Manzano,
Yeah.
2 years since their last Super Bowl.
if it sounded like I was yelling at you, man, I'm sorry, man.
No,
My bad.
I'm in it, dude. I'm I'm in the same boat as you. I'm frustrated with this team. I haven't. Mace has. Me and you haven't seen the Dolphins win crap.
I've
We
seen a
we came
playoff
in
win.
after. No, we came in after Marino got injured. We were fans at the end of Marino's career and stuff like that. So
I still
we.
seen some playoff wins.
I haven't. What playoff wins have you seen?
The ones right before he retired.
I will say this right
Wait,
now.
man. Wait, aren't you my age?
I'm 35, dude.
Yeah, I'm in my third. I'm a year younger than you are.
I've seen some playoff wins with Marino.
This is sad to hearing, folks. What you're hearing between these two guys right now is proving my point what I've been saying all along. And I gotta say this because I've been dying to say it for a while. When you listen to liars and fools, Pete's ad again tonight calling Quinn Ewers Marino 2.0 on his
What the
platform.
heck?
This
I
is
like
why.
Pete, but sometimes he's ridiculous.
This is why I stay away from that poisonous group called the Dolphin community. They're all a bunch of liars, scumbags, and everything they say never makes sense, and they never seen this team do a damn thing.
The only person that I can take seriously out of that group is TD.
That Dolphin community sucks so much ass, it's not funny.
Hey, I don't want to hear you talk no more mess about the Dolphins. You guys got your quarterback of the future. Shut up.
Oh,
Well, I'm
Quinn
still
Ewers.
hurting them tonight, but
Quarterback of the future. Whoa. Wait a minute. No, I'm good.
I'll take Quinn Ewers over anybody in next year's draft except Arch Manning. Next year,
Sidelines.
we'll suck again.
Yeah, no, and to be honest, I think if what the Dolphins might like every team that didn't draft the quarterback this year is going to try to. If Tennessee's number one again, they're not going to draft another quarterback. Let's be honest. I
I
think
think if Arch Manning is on the board and Tennessee has the number one pick, they will cut Cam Ward and take it.
you really think that?
Hell yeah. Who's better? I thought Cam Ward with the Hurricanes. That motherfucker passed you into games and passed you out of games. Do you remember Georgia Tech? Do you
Oh
remember Syracuse?
no, those games were mostly on Mario, not Cam. Let's be
Well,
honest.
really? The interceptions, the fumble near the goal line late in the game, really? That
Oh,
wasn't
those turnovers
typical.
are on him, but Mario cost us with his coaching. Some of his coaching
Well, Mario
decisions.
doesn't coach. I keep telling you people this. He's there to recruit.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got
Yeah,
a hell
no,
of a job
and
recruiting.
so you honestly you believe if Manning's there they trade Cam Ward after
They'll
just
cut
drafting him?
Cam Ward. You know you're making $5 million. They'll cut his ass.
Would you go after Cam Ward if they do that?
Hell no. I don't want that guy nowhere near Miami. I'll take Quinn Ewers. And remember one thing, Tony, and everybody is saying this. The best quarterback in this draft is now in Cleveland. He's not in Tennessee.
Sanders?
You damn right he is.
Wow. After this is ridiculous.
It's facts. What you laughing about? Everyone's saying it. We all know it. Cam Ward sucks ass. I'll tell him that in his face.
You think it was more the talent around Cam than Cam himself?
No, I think Cam Ward's problem is, I just said it. He'll pass
Turnovers.
you into games and he will fuck up and pass you out of games. That's why the Miami Hurricanes didn't win the ACC and didn't go to the playoffs.
Yeah. And Mace, me and you talked about this before the draft, and I said this too, that the issue with Cam Ward and the issue with Shadeur Sanders, and this is one reason that Shadeur fell too, is Cam trusts his arm way too much that he causes turnovers, but Shadeur is too hesitant and holds the ball too long, and he causes too many sacks. Do you agree?
And he went to the perfect place, by the way. I'll say this right now. Shadeur Sanders will get to the Super Bowl in Cleveland before Cam Ward gets to a championship game in Tennessee.
You think a guy like Cam Ward should have been behind a veteran quarterback like a Geno or Sam Darnold?
No, I think Cam Ward is just who he is. He's nothing special.
Well,
I mean, and remember one thing, Tony, this quarterback draft sucks.
Yeah.
It really does. And you want to see a quarterback draft, wait till 2027.
Yeah, I think that's where all the freshmen from
This past year will be finishing their junior year. This year's their sophomore year. Next year's their junior year. Then they get the hell out of college and be in the 27 draft. Yeah.
Man, y'all talking about two backups right now, bro. We talking about two backups, bro.
There you go.
You know who Cam Ward gonna be in 10 years? Josh Johnson, motherfucker.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. But he got so much better each year from nothing to first number one draft pick. A number one draft pick who, like my mother said, no one's talking about, no one cares. Plus, it doesn't help that he went to Nashville.
I can understand if Cam had went to New York, I think it would have been a little bit better.
For him, it's going to be a disaster being in Tennessee. They're never going to win.
Yeah, and I every time I agree with you. I think if Manning's there at number 1, they cut Cam Ward, Tennessee.
I'll say it right now. Look what Shadeur Sanders is walking into. When healthy, a Super Bowl defense. When healthy, top 3 offensive line in the league.
Does he have good
A
receivers?
damn good tight end in Njoku. They'll get a running back. Maybe they draft. Oh, that's right. They drafted the kid from Ohio State earlier yesterday.
Quinshon Judkins.
Yeah, they got a running game again in Cleveland.
Do they have receivers?
It doesn't matter. You can just run the ball in Cleveland. They got the defense that can stop anybody. Look what Shadeur is walking into. Now, Cam Ward, in his defense, Tennessee was the number 2 defense in the league last year. Okay, great. Offensive line, very good. Great. Similar, in other words, they're in similar situations, but I would rather take Shadeur Sanders, who is a pro pocket quarterback, than Cam Ward any day of the week. And Shadeur don't make mistakes. Cam Ward does.
Yeah, like me and you said, Shadeur is a more pro-ready quarterback right now.
Exactly. Yes. And that's why
he's a safer pick.
And that's why Ramos is so pissed off at the Dolphins had opportunity after opportunity to take him, and instead, this is like Ramos' man. I understand where he's coming from. You take Quinn Ewers. Ramos is right about this. Yeah.
No, but can you understand we're not the only team that passed on him. People act we're.
That's the Ramos' argument, not me. That's Ramos.
Yeah.
Ramos.
Bro, but we passed on him a couple of times, though. That's what
other teams passed him. Yeah, no, but Vamos, you have to look at it, the overall draft. Teams passed him on 3 or 4 times more than us and stuff like that.
They did. Everybody did. He went in the 5th round.
Yeah, and I said this, no GM or coach wants to deal with Dion.
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
Manzano said it best. The helicopter flying.
The helicopter parent. Yeah. Basically. He's gonna be telling the quarterback coach how to coach his son. And I honestly I agree with Dusty. I don't know why we're talking about Shadeur, or at best I think they're gonna be both backups in the NFL. I don't think they're they're gonna be elite backups. I don't think they're starters in the NFL, like great superstar starters. I think this draft.
I think both of them.
Yeah.
I think both of them will play for their respective teams. I think Shadeur will win the starting job in Cleveland. I think.
Oh yeah, because they don't have a backup behind what's his name, Deshaun.
Deshaun's out for the year, man. He tore his Achilles.
Again? Wait, he tore his Achilles again?
Yeah, back in December he did. Yeah. Curtis Rourke, Indiana Big Ten historic quarterback, even got drafted. Canadian QB and Mars in the Canadians.
Oh, Curtis Rourke?
Yeah, he got drafted tonight. Yeah. Anyway, let me get back to what I'm saying. I think they both will play and start for their teams, but I think the difference is
Shadeur's in a better situation.
That and which franchise continues to lose. That's going to be the question.
I think Tennessee. I think Tennessee is going to continue to lose because they're waiting for Arch.
I totally agree. I think Cleveland's going to get better with Shadeur, because the difference between the two franchises is Cleveland has nothing. They got talent, but they always lose. And Shadeur Sanders, as a 5th round pick, is not going to be the savior. Cam Ward right now is the savior of the Tennessee Titans, so he's going to try to be a savior, which I doubt.
Did you see our kicker for the Hurricanes got drafted by my God, who drafted him in the 6th round?
The
Andres Borregales?
Huh? The Patriots. Kings. Ramos keeps up with his Hurricane play.
I wonder why they signed him. Who's there? Think about it.
They want another Adam Vinatieri.
No, who's there from
There's
Miami?
nobody in New England because what's he call it? He retired.
No, Alonzo Highsmith.
Alonzo Highsmith is
Yeah.
in New England. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Patriots did some work, fellas. You guys better keep your eye on them, bro.
I've been saying it. I see them winning a playoff game way before we do.
Uh, when Strepper went to Tennessee, Moss, he went to the Titans. Went to the Titans. I wish the Dolphins would have took him. I would have been happy with that. 'Cause at least I know I have a clutch third down receiver.
You know the receiver. You know the receiver that I wanted us to draft. I'm not sure if he got drafted or if he's a free agent, but Jack Besh, the
He got,
receiver from TCU.
he got drafted. He went to where did he go? He went to Kansas City.
That honestly, that's unfair.
Fourth round. He went to Chiefs.
The Chiefs, honestly, that was a good pickup. That Josh Simmons pick, he
Yeah.
would have fallen out of the first round because
No,
the
no, no, no,
injury.
no, no. I'm wrong. The TCU receiver went to Green Bay. He went to Packers. It's the kid from Utah State who Jordan Love wanted. That's who the Chiefs took in the fourth round.
Oh, Gannon Royal went to the Chiefs.
Yeah, he went to the Chiefs. The guy from TCU went to the Packers.
Oh, Jack Besh.
Yeah, he went to Packers.
That honestly, that's a good setup for Tennessee. Actually, they brought his most competent receiver from college.
Beck went up. Beck, remember that? Beck went. Yep. T.O. Raiders Mace. Oh, okay. I remember that one. I was live. Yeah, he's the most
The Dolphins just
live.
signed the tight end Jordan Conyers.
What school he went to?
He went to Texas Tech.
Okay. That's a good place to go.
Honestly, the tight end. Texas Tech knows how to develop tight ends. To be
They know,
honest,
yeah, they know how to develop offense, period.
I cannot wait until football season.
Well, let me ask you a question, guys. Uh, do you
I think
think,
we're going under 500. To be honest, Mace, if that's what you're going to ask.
no, I was going to ask that. I was going to ask is, how many of these kids who they took this weekend, we know two of them are going to start, but about the other eight, are they going to contribute or are they going to get cut?
Quinn Ewers is going to stay. The
I
three,
hope
I
he-
think we bring in all three tackles because me and you talked about this earlier. I think we cut what's his name to, uh, we cut Benito Jones
I could see that.
and Jason. We need corners. If we trade what's his name, what
Ramsey,
corners do we have?
they'll probably sign a free agent. Let me see who's available out there, free agency.
There's not good one. We have to wait till after June 1st,
Okay.
or Chris Greer might do something and trade for Jair Alexander because he doesn't want to be he doesn't want to be in what is it called
And what?
in Green Bay.
Oh, Alexander, yeah. That guy is crazy. I don't think he'll fit Miami well.
The character issues.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a little off kilted. He's a weirdo.
That's an understatement. That scary. That combination in Denver is scary to me at corner.
Denver's Super Bowl contender, bro.
Uh,
They got
they
Super
have
Bowl
Patrick
defense.
Surtain and Jade Barron at corner.
The Jason Marshall Jr. pick has a chance to start eventually next season. I agree.
No, I think
Yep,
he
Marshall's
starts right
right
away
about
because
that.
we don't have any starters.
I agree with both of you. He starts right away. Yeah, I do believe that.
Because I think the
And
corner
Rumble,
position to me, the corner position to me is one position that has to start right away because they need their lumps. I think
I agree.
receiver and corner are the few positions that you can start right away because they need
Mo-
confidence and reps.
yeah, Moss is right. Broncos defense for real. Yep, best defense
Who's
in the AFC. I'll tell you that.
who's your
And
Super
that's
Bowl?
saying a lot with the Chiefs in their division.
Who's your Super Bowl favorites from each conference?
For me,
Yeah,
Rams in the NFC.
Is it still the Chiefs for you?
Nah, I ain't going Chiefs now. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna stick to my guns because I like what they did signing their two receivers. I'm gonna go Bengals Rams rematch from 3 years ago.
I'm saying it's going to be. I don't want to do this, and I hate it. It's going to be a rematch of this Super Bowl.
I'm going the Bills and the Eagles.
So you feel the
You
Bills
you,
will
you find
come?
you finally believe you actually believe that Josh Allen gets over the hump and finally beats Patrick Mahomes.
I mean, it's possible.
I'm gonna go with the quarterback that has beaten both Mahomes and Josh Allen on the road, and Joe Burrow. Philly and Rams, Bengals and Broncos AFC Championship games for Moss.
Actually, I'll backtrack. Forget the Bills.
I know who he's gonna say because I would pick this team if a certain idiot just say, all right, I'll come play for you. I'll change my pick.
Steelers versus Eagles.
With Rodgers,
Hell yeah.
yeah, because they know they ain't going nowhere with Mason Rudolph, bro.
Or I have one better. How about Vikings and Bengals?
You
If
know,
Rogers goes,
but they don't want Rodgers. They traded for Sam Howell today.
oh, they traded for Sam Howell.
Yeah, Seahawks cleaned up this weekend, bro. A lot of
I
teams
want to see
did.
the Ravens get there.
It's up to that quarterback, man. I don't know, bro. I don't know about Lamar, man. Big spots.
I got a question, Mace.
Yeah, go ahead.
If if Lamar had our receivers, right? Do we
Yeah,
win a Super Bowl?
yeah. I think he has the offense now. I think it's up to him.
Yep. I sure hope he wins one. Man, I'm pulling for him.
I know you are, but if Rodgers go to the Steelers, I know who you're pulling.
Yeah.
What about you, Tony? Oh, Tony left. Oh, because Rodgers is his boy. I was going to ask him. He go to the Steelers. You think they can take him to win the Super Bowl? If Rodgers go to Steelers, it'll be Bengals Steelers. Winner wins the Super Bowl. There you go. Winner wins the Super Bowl. Ravens, I picked last 2 years. Done with that. Yeah, I don't blame you.
I just wanted to see him win it from a local standpoint.
Yeah, I understand. I understand. Yeah, I feel you. I understand that.
But will it actually happen? I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not all gung ho with who I pick, but um, I like that the Bengals signed all their guys. They did the right thing. They signed their two best players. Raven likes villain sports, and Moss got some symbol up there. Is Raven right here? I'm entering with zero favorites. Okay, Raven. Raven in the building. Yeah. Bengals making defense better. That's why I'm picking the Bengals. That's gonna be a great division. Bengals, Ravens, and Steelers with watching Shadeur grow every week. That's gonna be fun to watch. Texas players did well, yeah. Texas and Ohio State had all their players there. But you gotta love what the Dolphins did this weekend, folks. I love it. I'm very, very happy. They fulfilled some needs, young safety, but more importantly, they got the offensive guard, excuse me, and the defensive tackle. As a matter of fact, they drafted three tackles. Yeah, basketball is dead to me too, Raven. I'm up here talking hockey and football, but tonight I'm celebrating the Dolphins draft. Manzano gave it a B plus. What you give it of almost C plus?
Yeah.
Okay. Dusty's cutting somebody's hair. I'm gonna give the Dolphins a B plus also. Like Tony. Hell of a draft by the Dolphins. Ravens laughing. Nuggets and OK Canada Thunder sweep. Well, I didn't know they played today. I told you how the year Sasky gave it a B plus also. So we all gave it a B plus. Goddamn Dolphin community probably gave me an A plus a gazillion. But I'll definitely give it a B plus. They did a great job. I mean, I can't bitch, I can't complain. All I can do is congratulate the boys. What, Sean's in the building? Where is he? Get up here. Get up here. Come on up. Get up here, Sean. I was looking for you, bro. Get up here. The first time I did a draft and my informant wasn't around, Dusty's in his luxurious Fiori right now. I see it from here. He's in his Fiori. Oh, he's cutting somebody's head. Then he'll jump into his Fiori a little later. Get Sean up here, get his opinion. Good to see Sean. Yo, you tripping, Mace. I give an A. I see what I tell you. Dolphin community gives it an A. What did I tell you guys, man? Oh, that Dolphin community never fails.
Hey, Mace, I
Yeah,
want to
what's up,
tease you a
baby?
little bit while I'm in the middle of cutting some hair, right?
Yeah.
Um, how does it
Raven,
feel
what's
to
up?
go? How does it feel to go undefeated all the way up until the last game and then to get the brakes beat off you like that?
Kansas City? Or who did that?
I'm talking about your Dolphins.
What, when they went undefeated? They didn't lose. Fan community would be A plus and the others a D minus. Depends. They two are haters or two and ears, I would say. Yeah, I agree with that, Moss. Yo, Sean, pull up, bro. Someone says I'm tripping. Dolphins get an A. Can't make it up, folks. Just can't make it up. Wait for Sean to pull up. Good to see Sean. Again, I just enjoy and hit that damn like button, you in here. I mean, what do you think? I give my novice for free? Anyway, back to what I was saying. I do give the Dolphins a B plus. I think they did an excellent job this weekend. And like I said, getting Quinn Ewers in the seventh round was the icing on the cake. So Chris Greer and company did a tremendous job this weekend for the Dolphin faithful. Guy like myself who didn't think shit of this draft. All I cared about was the Dolphins picks. And the Dolphins did well. They did very well. So you're a Dolphin fan, enjoy the off season. Get ready for June 1st. That's the next time you're gonna pick up probably a veteran DB, a veteran guard. Or maybe they picked a kid from Michigan tonight. We didn't hear undrafted free agent, 300-pound monster. So
You
they'll
know
let
what I
him.
want to say though, right, miss?
You can say whatever you want.
I want a playoff game.
There you go. He addressed the trenches like everyone wanted. Sean, Sean. I have no complaints about the draft, bro. Why do you think I'm doing this show this late? This is to congratulate them, bro, not to hate on them. Come on now. All right, the Maple Leafs tied the game, and it looks like my money's gonna go down the drain. I should have took the Leafs.
Win a playoff game, Dolphins. No excuse.
So 2-2 in Ottawa. More citizens too. Yeah, we're just celebrating the Dolphins draft up here. You know, to look at my comment before that one. I did look at it. And a B plus not bad is not good as well. Come on. Sean. I'm celebrating the weekend, bro. It's been a great weekend if you're a Dolphins fan. That's what I said. I said Sean said A. That's exactly what I said. That he wrote A. I said typical Dolphin community. Oh man, what a job by the Dolphins this weekend. How could you complain? Be right back, fellas. Talk among yourselves.
I'm gonna get y'all stands at the barbershop. A bill is a bill. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, little homie look like a new man right there, bro. He liked the way he sings stuff. And man, I know he's ready to go, but he did like it. When people that check it, oh my god, he always like it. And he gonna be looking at me different. Like, oh, oh, I get it, man. This my kid. Get you a new tab, boss. We are in the barbershop doing the shave. Hot steam. Raiders. Don't get too comfortable. Don't get too comfortable. Yeah, buddy. Oh man, man, he got all the white Indian cuts on standby. Him, all matter of fact, Barber Court. This is all white Indian cuts back here.
All you need is like that one or two kid that go to high school or junior high, and you fade them up, put them up, and
They bring the whole school.
they bring the whole school.
That's how he got all his clientele.
Yeah.
He picked the right few and kept them laced.
Yeah.
Don't get too comfortable. Don't not get too comfortable. And we ain't got no more music no more. Let's get some white Indian sounds.
Got them all. You ain't dropped yet though.
All right.
You should play.
Play with that little bit.
You made me cut your hair.
Dusty Ramos. Hopefully, Big Money Sam will pull up.
Oh
We're
yeah, I'm
talking about
almost done. Yeah, you know how to put that steam in a hot towel.
me talking about other teams in the draft. I think probably 25 of the 32 teams did very well. I could tell you one team that, in my opinion, will never do well is the Jacksonville Jaguars. I think that whole organization is trash. Texas running back Blue. That was a great move by Dallas. You're right about that, Moss. Mavs dead. He is a non-factor. 2 overtime wins. Vamos very down on the draft. And Vamos makes a good point. You had the fourth round pick. You could have took Shadeur Sanders then. Instead, yeah, I saw Neves score before I left to tie the game. So that's what I see about the draft. I think a lot of teams did well. And I think, just concentrating on the Dolphins, I think the Dolphins did very well this weekend. Moss is doing all hockey tomorrow. Winnipeg at St. Louis at 1. Devils Carolina at 4 o'clock. No one cares. And I'll jump in with the Oilers and Kings at 9:30. That's tomorrow's schedule. Cardinals, Seahawks, damn good drafts, I agree. I was watching that Seahawks draft. They did a phenomenal job. They did a great job. I agree with that. Dolphins were outstanding. Moss hoping for a Winnipeg St. Louis overtime. I think St. Louis is going to beat them again bad, Moss, because Winnipeg had to sit there for 3 days and hear how much Hollenbach sucks. I think St. Louis is going to beat them again, Moss. That one is going 6. That series is going 6. At 6:30. As like I told you, I think Habs losing 5. I think they got their win last night, Moss. That was a tribute to the city, to their fans. Montreal is nowhere ready to compete to go to a championship round. They're not ready yet. I'll be on tomorrow 6:30 for the Canadians and the Capitals. I expect the Caps to win tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to take the Caps, Blues, Oilers, and I'll leave the other game alone. Thompson's hurt. Oh, yeah, yeah. I'm glad you asked that question. Tomorrow's game 4, Capitals and Canadians will be the backup. It will be the battle of the backup goalies as both teams are playing their backups tomorrow. Both starters are hurt in that series. I've been so focused on football that in the playoffs, I did hear that this morning. That game 4 tomorrow evening, because 6:30 Eastern time in Montreal, it's going to be the battle of the backups. Both goalies are hurt. Yep. Lindgren versus Dovis tomorrow. In the battle of the backups. Ottawa, again, choking a 2-0 lead. What else is new? So, Skinner or Pickett, bad choices. Bad choices. Well, yeah, you could say that. I think the Oilers got lucky last night, but I still think they'll win tomorrow. I really don't know. So, minute and a half left of the game behind me in the second period. Again, the Senators choking a 2-0 lead. Wells is nil. Sean thinking on tripping. I gave the Dolphins a B plus. Oh wow. So I'm just up here chilling tonight. Beautiful. It's raining here, but it's still warm here. Temperature outside 62. Okay. And raining. So I'm just sitting here enjoying the evening. Oh man. So I'm gonna be up at Moss's later for a few minutes. Be doing Colorado. Okay. Your boy here just chilling. So, let me do this. Let me do this. As I'm just here chilling, folks. So if you hear dead air, that's just me. I'm looking. I'm in an auction right now. All right. So, like I said, the Dolphins did great, and I'm very proud of them. And so we'll get ready. Jokic got 36 points, 21 rebounds, and 8 assists. Nuggets win. What's this? So that series is 2-2 now. Whoa, I see now Ravens drafted a place kicker, Tyler Loop. Tucker, you're expensive. And don't forget, Tucker has been in trouble with the Sixers. Yet the media plays it down, but when it was Watson, boy, it's crazy. The media works. Looked like Dusty left his chair. I don't know how Jokic is not the MVP of the league. It's crazy. Damn, Big O is finished already? Damn. So Sharp continues to embarrass himself. Dolphins are excited about Quinn Ewers. Good job by the Dolphins. And you gotta give the Dolphins a lot of credit, folks. You know, sometimes it's great when you do meet expectations. All right, Ali Gordon the second. I guess he's a wide receiver. Dolphins signed him, undrafted free agent. That's about it. All right, let me get out of here. I'll be in Moss's a lot later tonight. Shit, I'm tired, bro. You take a look. You look like a wide receiver from Ohio State to me. Take a look. Yeah, that's the Ohio State Oklahoma State running back. Yeah, he met with the media about an hour ago. Let me get out of here, folks. Moss, if I don't pull up, I'm sorry, bro. I'm too tired, but I'm gonna try later tonight around 10:30, 11 o'clock. So let me get out of here, folks. Thank you for pulling up here, and I am done for today, giving you all this coverage, and I'll see you all 6:30 tomorrow night, folks. Canadians and Capitals game 4. Oilers Kings game 4 afterwards. What's up, 305? Wait for 305 to pop
What's
up.
up, Coach?
How you doing, man?
All right, just sitting back chilling.
Did you
Yo, what's up, man?
What's up, man? Sitting back chilling.
let you guys talk Dusty still cutting hair?
I'm done with grass.
Miami, we're going. Okay, Avalanche in half an hour. Me, I am going to take a little break. 305 is now in the building. Did you like our draft?
I went to sleep after I got done cutting grass.
Well, I can tell you this. You know the quarterback from Texas, 305?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dolphins took him.
Dang.
And you know, Shadeur Sanders went to the Browns.
Ugh. What he gonna be? He gonna be got it put to a team.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good pickup.
I love what the Dolphins did this weekend. I gave them a B+. Uh, Moss said to check out our big guys on video. Dolphins did excellent this weekend, bro. They filled all their holes. I got a big power running back.
One of the running backs. I think one of the running backs. I think one of the running backs gonna go to the practice squad.
When you see the highlights of the kid we took from Oklahoma State. He's
Yeah.
not. He's not going to the practice squad. Sean's happy. His Nuggets tied it up 2-2. Oh, here I go. Like I was saying. So I think, to be honest, my opinion, I think Dolphins did great. I really do. The Dolphin community talking more bullshit as a couple of the content creators are on right now. Anyway, so far what you eating right now? Here, plate.
Some chicken.
There you go. I had pork chops today.
I'm a chicken hawk.
I know you are. Nuggets back to ball arena advantage. Ali Gordon is him. Sean says Sean's excited, but then
Like
again,
Fourth of
Sean,
July.
you
Like
know,
4th of July, I'm gonna have some chicken and some oxtails.
you enjoy that. I'm gonna enjoy the Dolphins draft. Moss told everybody to go over there after I'm done. You all can go over there and enjoy yourselves. We had a great day today, folks. Manzano was here. Dusty came back twice. Ramos came back twice. Good for Ramos. Manzano gave the draft a B plus. I gave it a B plus. Moss gave it a B plus. Ramos gave it a C plus.
I'm gonna get that mug. I'm gonna get that mug. I might give you my grade Monday.
Okay, I know what Mr. Miami's gonna do. He's gonna watch some highlights.
Cause I do got your draft on DVR.
There you go. Yeah. You know me, I don't usually jump on the Dolphins ship. Yeah, no, I'm happy about that, Sean. I was happy that Houston was dumb enough to give us a third rounder next year. Yeah, yeah, Dolphins did good, fellas. I mean, I'm so proud of them. I'm so happy about it. Vamos give it a what grade, Mace? Vamos give it a C plus. First he gave it a D. Greer was cooking.
I
I
do like
agree.
the quarterback from Texas.
Yeah, we
If
took him.
Beer's cooking, what's the playoff wins, huh, Sean?
Almost. Yeah. Sean didn't want to hear that. And for at least until July, can we? I mean, folks, I'm just celebrating the Dolphins draft, folks. I'm sorry, I'm giving it a good grade, and I'm proud of my boys. They did a good job this weekend. Ramos is frustrated.
Let me let me
I'm
let
just,
me, let me
I'm just holding them accountable, man.
Pull up, Sean. Come on, bro. You know I love my draft. You know I love this draft for the boys. You know that.
I just
So the
want to see
Dolphins.
results, man.
I'm gonna be real. What I'm about to say, Ramos. There'll be no Super Bowl for this team.
Well,
I
then
hate
that's
to
all you
say.
got to say. Sidelines.
Here we go.
I'm gonna leave it alone. That still don't
When
negate the fact he did a great job drafting this year. It's been a
Smart.
while, Mace, since he drafted this well. We all do, dog. I agree. Sean, I do agree with you. You're not arguing with me. I am not up here to bash the Dolphins tonight. I'm here to give them the love.
Miami Dolphins for life. If you ain't down with that, we got 2 words for you. Silence.
I'm giving them love. I just want to see results, man. I'm going at 35 years old, and I haven't seen a playoff game in over 25 years. Come on, man.
Vamos. That's who you was talking to, Sean. Wasn't talking to
See
me,
the
bro.
84 AFC Championship.
25 years without a playoff win, and we're supposed to be happy? Nah, I'm good.
I seen the AFC Championship 1982.
You see what I'm saying, bro? A long while. Come on, man. 17 years since we last won our division.
And that was only because Brady got hurt.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. I want to
A
see.
playoff game was not.
Yep.
The Hurricanes better be worried about win the national title. If Mario Cristobal don't win no national title, he gonna be gone.
It'll take a lot for that to happen.
Mario Cristobal.
I'm almost 35 years old, and the last playoff game was 25 years ago. Bro, that's half my life. Shit. I
The
mean,
Dolphins did draft 2 picks from Maryland.
I'm trying to be happy, Mace, but at the same time,
Yeah.
I can't wait no longer.
I don't know what to tell you, man.
I mean, am I wrong for how I feel?
No, I don't believe you. Sean, I'm not going to be up that long. Man, I'm feeling it, man. I know Moss is going to have something good on his channel. He's already started with the hockey. So I'm almost out of it, but I just wanted to give the Dolphins their due, man. They did a
I'm gonna get
great
the
job.
Dolphins to beat.
I mean, I'm not up here to bash them tonight. Tonight I'm giving them all the love they deserve. They had a hell of a weekend. And Sean was right. Chris Greer was cooking.
I'm gonna get the Dolphins to beat.
Okay. 305 is giving them a B. I think the team, the way it's constituted as we speak,
Uh huh.
well, right now I'm giving them 10 wins.
Is that with Tua healthy?
Yes,
So without him, it's what 7 wins.
6 wins without him.
Sounds about right.
Won't be in the Arch Manning sweepstakes though.
Well, that would be nice to actually get a quarterback.
I think Dolphins will have a nice year this year. Mr. Miami, watch the highlights. These players too. Jordan Phillips, deja vu of the old Jordan Phillips of 8 years ago. Remember we had Jordan Phillips who had
Yeah.
issues with Alan Gase.
When you had the meltdown in Buffalo.
Yeah,
Was it 17?
yeah,
I think 17 or 18.
yeah. Alan Gase.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, you guys, man. It's been so cool being up here this evening. Uh, everybody did well. I mean, Shadeur Sanders, good for that young man.
Congratulations to Sanders
Cleveland Browns
family.
give him every opportunity to start. He'll be primed and ready. And I just want to thank everybody who pulled up this weekend. Moss, Molina, Jordan, New Rock, even the Blue Devil showed up. Thank you, family. Big Money Sean, Manzano was great.
What's up, brother Sean?
Quinte yesterday giving me 2 hours, nothing but dolphin talk. It was tremendous. Dusty, Cotton Hill, and of course Vamos and the great 305. And Moss is the best. I love you people. I appreciate you people so much. It's great to be a Dolphin fan right now. Melina says he's happy for the Dolphin fans. Thank you,
Mighty
Lord.
Dolphins for life.
There you go. We will reconvene in exactly 21 and a half hours. We will be back in Montreal, Quebec. That city right now, folks, is on another plateau. The Canadians tomorrow,
Gotta get that win tomorrow night.
6:30 Eastern, will be in Laval to see the Canadians and the Caps. And then our late game, Edmonton and LA, which was awesome last night. We'll see what happens tomorrow night. So Ramos, excellent. He didn't like the fact that the Dolphins passed over Shadeur. I mean, Quinn Ewers, if you're a Dolphins fan, he's on the same level as Shadeur Sanders, maybe better. That's my opinion.
I think the Sheriff Washington. I think they gonna get rid of him.
Yeah. Well, Ottawa 2-2. Don't know how to get things done. So everybody go to Moss. I'll see you all tomorrow evening, 6:30 Eastern time. Thank you, N.F.L, for a hell of a draft weekend. I didn't like it at first, but then Moss was great. The draft got better because everybody was trading, making moves, and taking leads. And Green Bay, I wish Raven was in here right now.
Poison.
Over 200,000 each day. They were there today in droves. The entire Midwest part of the country drove the Lambo.
You
And
see
the
what Seth
funny
Rollins did, coach?
say again,
You see what Seth Rollins did yesterday?
I heard about it for
That
the
was
Chicago
funny
Bears.
yesterday.
Yeah, Chicago Bear fan.
I spit out some Hennessy and Seth Rollins. I said, dang.
And folks, with the attendance record, the all-time attendance record in the city of Green Bay, they had over 214,000 Thursday night, 207,000 Friday night, 212,000 today. Biggest attendance ever for a draft. They will now get a Super Bowl in Lambeau. That's a done deal.
In 2040,
No, probably 2030.
2030.
Yeah.
That's gonna be too cold.
Hey, I told you guys that they were building luxurious hotels in Green Bay.
And Happy Days neighborhood.
No, 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 no. No, Green Bay is more of that show Step by Step. Remember that show Step by Step?
Yeah.
That is more like that. That's Green Bay. You're in the middle of nowhere.
Or Little House on the Prairie.
That's more where we'll be at tomorrow night in Edmonton.
Or the Waltons.
The Waltons.
Somebody with John Boy and Sue
Yeah,
Ann.
I'm talking about. I'm trying to. That show was in Virginia. Ramos is coming to you now, more so look for him.
In Virginia.
Yeah, you know that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, the Waltons was based down south. That's why my grandmother loved that show so much. God bless her soul.
I thought that show was like in like Wyoming or Montana.
No, that show was based in the south.
I figured that.
Moore says Green Bay, the American Regina, Saskatchewan, or less even really. Green Bay population 116,000 people.
I can't believe the Houston lost to the Royals 2-0.
Oh, they starting that rivalry again?
Yeah. I see you over there over Moss.
If I don't pull up, that means I went to sleep, man. But I appreciate you coming. Appreciate everybody coming. People in the clouds. Got 7 cash
Yeah,
apps.
coming through.
And I love you guys. Moss, have a great night. I love you guys. Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks for having me up, Coach.
I got you. The Canadians tomorrow night. Good night from the Oasis. 305. Get ready to go to Mosses. Let me get him out of the